Welcome back, you're watching 9 News. Moving on to Asian news. Northwest Iran faced two powerful earthquakes which injured thousands of victims and killed nearly 300 people. Overcrowded hospitals struggled to cope with thousands of victims. After the earthquakes, thousands of people huddled in temporary camps or slept on streets. More aftershocks were expected to happen, 60 of which had already struck. Iranian media reported the worst damage and most casualties appeared to have been in rural villages around the major city of Tabriz. A lot of people had to try to reach to hospitals by themselves as there was a shortage of ambulances. Nearly 100 ambulances and 1,100 Red Crescent workers were deployed. Two separate gun attacks on NATO-led troops in South Afghanistan have left a total of 6 US soldiers dead. The first tragedy was an Afghan civilian employee shooting 3 American soldiers at a base in Helmand province on Friday evening. The second case was an Afghan police officer killing 3 US Marines after sharing a meal with them before dawn on the same day. It has raised a concern over attacks on NATO troops by their Afghan allies. US military spokeswoman reported there were 34 international coalition soldiers killed in 26 incidents this year. Those principal criminals were identified as members of the Afghan security forces. Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi finally met Myanmar's president on last Sunday. It was the first time Suu Kyi met the president as an opposition figure after she joined the parliament. Suu Kyi and the President Thein Sein held a 2-hour meeting in Naypyidaw. They've met twice before in April, the last meeting followed by elections won by Suu Kyi's party but preceded her entry to the parliament. Suu Kyi and the President are key players in Myanmar's political transformation after a half-century of military rule. Sports news. At the closing ceremony for the Olympics, London passed the flag to organisers of the 2016 Games in Rio de Janeiro.
London Mayor Boris Johnson handed the flag to IOC President Jacques Rogge, who then presented it to Rio Mayor Eduardo Paes. Rio presented an 8-minute performance to showcase the Brazilian city, who are the first in South America to host the Olympics. Already dubbed the Samba and Sunshine Games, Rio have a hard act to follow, but they are ahead of schedule in their preparations.
USA beat Spain by 107-100 to defend the title and gain their 14th Olympic basketball gold medal.
The US multimillionaire lineup of NBA elite players easily made it through the tournament undefeated as expected, just as they did in 2008 when they defeated Spain on that occasion as well, in the Beijing final. Kevin Durant led the US Stars with 30 points, while LeBron James got 19 and Kobe Bryant added 17. Spain put in a brave performance, and the USA didn't have it all their own way, winning by only 7 goals. It was the last Olympic Games for Kobe Bryant as he turns 34 this month. He said the gold medal was a huge achievement that he is very, very proud of.
Sonny Bill Williams will be available to play for the All Blacks against the Wallabies this weekend in the first of the 2 Bledisloe Cup games against Australia.
Williams's new Japanese club, Panasonic Wild Knights, has allowed him to play over the next fortnight in Sydney and Auckland. As Conrad Smith is injured, the special deal was done on Sunday to let Williams cover the vacant slot. Williams's All Black career looked set to end on 17 tests, until he received this urgent SOS. The New Zealand Rugby Union is footing insurance and medical clearances in order to have Williams released on a special short-term deal after his New Zealand contract expired.
The Incongruous yet so complete character Dame Edna is taking a final bow in Auckland this week.
Making an entrance as usual, her bright-coloured attire and cat-eye glasses steals the attention right away.
I think, although I'm from Melbourne, and I think it shows, I'm proud of Melbourne and of my Australian roots, but I've always had connections with New Zealand.
The famous Dame Edna Everage has arrived in New Zealand for a 6-show production, Eat, Pray, Laugh, only until August 18th. The all-singing, all-dancing spectacular was saving the best for the show, but she promised to empower audiences as she meditates on the big issues of gender, ethnicity and climate change. This will be her final tour before Barry Humphries, the manager, retires this character, but we may just see her in Kiwiland enjoying a good mutton cook-up with the housewives.
I'm not retiring. I'm just not going to stay in hotels or tour. Because I hate being in strange hotels. The Pullman's very nice, I'm there now. But being in strange hotels and waking up with jet lag and thinking, where is the toilet? So I don't have to do that anymore. But I will be visiting here and of course talking to lovely people like you.
Do go and experience this rousing send-off, a clever retrospective show.
Now moving on to Happy Diner, introducing and reviewing your favourite restaurants in Auckland.
Vegetarianism has become increasingly welcomed by the customer. This dish we're introducing today has lots of ingredients, including carrots, celery, mushrooms, gluten, and many other different colours of vegetables, using homemade rice wrap and then steamed. Meanwhile, in the other pan, a thick sauce is made with cornstarch and water. Then it is poured onto the dish right after the wrap rolls come out of the steamer to make it glisten under the light.
Nowadays, we are more eager to pursue a healthy diet. The next dish we introduce is a vegetarian dish with plenty of ingredients like mushrooms, celery, carrot, wrapped with the rice roll skin which we eat a lot, delicately cooked, taste fresh and flexible.
We
are eating more and more healthy food, so the dish should have a beautiful layout and could also trigger your appetite. This is to say, with both taste and beauty.
The next dish you'll recognize by the layout as it matches its name, Rising Sun in the Fishing Village. The poached egg is the sun, carrots around it look like the red clouds shined by the sunrise. Adding a variety of vegetables, shrimp and fish make the dish more appetizing and nutritious. This authentic dish is fantastic.
A seemingly light dish could make such a sense of atmosphere. The tasting of shrimp is very flexible and the boneless fish is also quite delicious, dazzling looking and extremely nutritious.
This dish is more like a dish on the banquet, with fish, shrimp and vegetables. Tastes a little bit light, but with wishes of good luck.
In addition to the main course, a variety of exquisite yum cha is also available.
Moving on to the weather forecast for the day. Thank you for watching today's 9 News. I'm Ada Cho. See you tomorrow.